Imagine this. You're talking to a woman, someone you've been crushing on for weeks, months, or maybe even years, and the chemistry is electric. She's laughing at your jokes. Her eyes are locked on yours, and every now and then, she says something that makes your heart skip a beat. "You're so easy to talk to," she says, or maybe it's, "We should hang out sometime," or even, "I've never met anyone like you." And for a moment you think, is she into me? Is this my chance? But then the doubts creep in. What if she's just being nice? What if I'm reading this all wrong? What if I make a move? And she rejects me. And just like that, the moment slips away. Sound familiar? Here's the truth. When a woman wants you, she's not just dropping hints. She's practically waving a giant neon sign in your face. But here's the problem. Most guys miss the signs because they're either too subtle, too obvious, or too confusing. And that's where this video comes in. Today, I'm revealing the exact phrases and unmistakable signals she'll use when she's into you, from the way she compliments you to the way she teases you to the way she finds excuses to be near you. I'm breaking it all down. This isn't just another dating advice video. This is your ultimate guide to understanding exactly what she's saying when she wants you to make a move. If you've ever wondered, does she like me? This is the video you've been waiting for. Don't miss it, because this could change everything for you. Hey, everyone, Adam Stone here from SDO Extreme, your go-to channel for practical wisdom, personal growth, and mastering the art of relationships. If you're new here, first of all, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. This channel is all about cutting through the noising, the fluff, and focusing on what actually works in life. Love and everything in between. We don't do guesswork here. We do real, actionable advice that you can apply to your life right now. And if you've been here before, welcome back. It's always great to see you. Now, before we dive into today's topic, let me ask you this. Have you ever found yourself in a situation where you're talking to a woman and everything feels like it's going great? She's laughing at your jokes. She's leaning in when you talk, and there's this undeniable spark between you, but you're just not sure if she's into you. Maybe you've even walked away from a conversation thinking, did I just miss my shot? Or worse, you've spent hours, days, or even weeks overanalyzing every word, every glance, every touch, trying to figure out if she's interested. Trust me, you're not alone. In fact, it's one of the most common struggles I hear about from people just like you. And here's the thing, it's not your fault. We're never taught how to read these signals. We're never given a roadmap for understanding what someone really means when they say, "We should hang out sometime," or "You're so easy to talk to." That's why today's video is so important. We're breaking down the exact things she'll say and how she'll say them when she's into you. This isn't about playing mind games or over-analysing every little detail. It's about understanding the clear, intentional signals she's sending your way, whether you're navigating the dating world, trying to figure out where you stand with someone, or just looking to improve your relationships. This video is for you. I've spent years studying human behaviour communication and what makes connections truly work. And today, I'm sharing everything I've learned with you. So if you're ready to stop guessing, start knowing, and take control of your relationships, you're in the right place. Let's get into it. The compliments that mean more. All right, let's dive into the first big sign that she's into you. Compliments. Now, I know what you're thinking. Compliments, really? Everyone gives compliments. How is this different? And you're right. Compliments are everywhere. But here's the thing. When a woman is into you, her compliments aren't just casual remarks or polite gestures. They're intentional, meaningful, and packed with subtext. They're her way of showing you that you're on her mind. And that's what we're going to break down today. Let's start with specificity when a woman is into you. Her compliments will be incredibly specific. She's not just going to say, "You're funny" or "You're nice." No, she's going to say things like, "I love how you always know how to make me laugh," or "You're so easy to talk to. I feel like I can tell you anything." Do you see the difference? These compliments aren't generic. They're personal. They're about you and how you make her feel. And that's a huge sign that she's into you. Let me give you an example. Imagine you're at a party and you're talking to a woman. You crack a joke and she laughs, not just a polite laugh, but a genuine full-on love. Then she says, "You're hilarious. I love how you always know how to lighten the mood." That's not just a compliment. That's her telling you that you stand out to her. She's not just saying you're funny. She's saying you make her feel good. And that's a big deal. Now let's talk about context. When a woman is into you, her compliments will often come at moments that feel intentional. For example, let's say you're in a group setting and everyone's talking about their weekend plans. You mention something you're passionate about. Maybe it's a hobby, a project, or even just a funny story. And then out of nowhere, she says, "I love how passionate you are about that. It's really inspiring." That's not just a casual comment. That's her trying to connect with you on a deeper level. She's showing you that she's paying attention to what you're saying, and she's genuinely interested in who you are. And here's another key point: frequency. If she's consistently complimenting you, whether it's about your personality, your style, or even the way you do small things, it's not a coincidence. She's trying to reinforce the connection she feels with you. Think about it. When was the last time you went out of your way to compliment someone you weren't interested in exactly? But here's where it gets really interesting: tone and delivery. When woman is into you, her compliments will often come with a certain energy, a smile, a lingering glance, even a playful touch on the arm. These nonverbal cues, just as important as the words themselves. They're her way of saying, "I mean this, and I want you to know it." Let me give you another example. Imagine you're out for coffee, and you're telling her about something you're really passionate about. She's listening intently, nodding along, and then she says, "You're so interesting, I could listen to you talk all day." But here's the kicker. She's not just saying it, she's leaning in. Her eyes are locked on yours, and there's this warmth in her voice that makes you feel like you're the only person in the room. That's not just a compliment. That's her showing you that she's into you. So the next time she compliments you, don't just brush it off. Pay attention to what she's saying, how she's saying it, and the context in which she's saying it. These compliments are her way of showing you that you're on her mind, and that's a sign you don't want to miss. And remember, it's not just about the words, it's about the intention behind them. When a woman is into you, her compliments will feel different. They'll feel personal, intentional, and meaningful. And that's your cue to take notice, the we statements. All right, let's move on to the next big sign that she's into you. We statements now, this one is subtle but incredibly powerful. When a woman starts using we, instead of I or you, it's a clear sign that she's thinking about the two of you as a unit. She's not just talking about herself or you individually, she's talking about both of you together. And that's a huge indicator that she's into you. Let's break this down. Imagine you're talking to a woman and the conversation is flowing naturally. You're discussing your favorite travel destinations. And she says something like, "We should totally go to Italy someday." I can just picture us exploring Rome together now on the surface. That might seem like a casual comment. But here's the thing, she's not just talking about a hypothetical trip. She's imagining a future with you. She's visualizing the two of you together. And she's letting you know that she sees you as part of her life. Here's another example. Let's say you're at a concert and you're both having a great time. She turns to you and says, "We should do this more often. I love how much fun we have together again." She's not just talking about the concert. She's talking about the connection between the two of you. She's saying, "I enjoy being with you, and I want more of this." Now let's talk about context. Statements can happen in all kinds of situations, but they're especially telling when they come up in conversations about the future. For example, if you're talking about your career goals, and she says something like, "I can't wait to see where we'll be in 5 years." That's not just a casual comment. That's her telling you that she sees you as part of her long-term plans. And here's another key: point, tone, and delivery. When a woman uses we state treat, Pay attention to how she says them. Is there a smile on her face? Is there a sparkle in her eye? Is she leaning in a little closer? These non-verbal cues are just as important as the words themselves. They're her way of saying, I'm serious about this. I'm thinking about us. Let me give you one more example. Imagine you're at a coffee shop and you're talking about your favorite books, and she says, we have such similar tastes. We should start a book club together. Now that might seem like a small thing, but here's what's really happening. She's finding ways to connect with you. She's creating opportunities for the two of you to spend more time together. And that's a clear sign that she's into you. So the next time you hear her use a we statement, don't just brush it off. Pay attention to what she's saying, how she's saying it, and the context in which she's saying it. These statements are her way of showing you that she's thinking about the two of you as a team, and that's a sign you don't want to miss. And here's a pro tip: if you want to test the waters, try using a we statement yourself. For example, if you're planning something fun, say something like, we should check out that new restaurant downtown. If she responds positively, that's a good sign that she's on the same page. But if she seems hesitant or changes the subject, that might be a sign that she's not quite there yet. Remember, we statements are all about connection. They're her way of showing you that she sees you as part of her life. And that's a big deal, so pay attention to these subtle but powerful signs, and don't be afraid to reciprocate when the time is right, the playful teasing. All right, let's talk about something that's often misunderstood but incredibly telling: playful teasing. Now, I know what you're thinking, that teasing isn't that. Just being mean, and sure, if it's done in the wrong way, teasing can come off as hurtful or disrespectful. But when a woman is into you, her teasing will have a very different tone. It'll be light-hearted fun and full of warmth. It's her way of creating a connection with you, testing the waters and showing you that she's comfortable around you. Let's break this down. Imagine you're hanging out with a woman and you're telling her about something you're passionate about. Well, maybe it's a hobby, a favourite movie, or even a quirky habit. She listens intently and then she says something like, wow, you're such a nerd, but it's actually kind of adorable now on the surface. That might seem like a jab, but here's the thing, she's not trying to put you down. She's teasing you in a way that's playful and affectionate. She's saying, I see this side of you, and I think it's cute. Here's another example. Let's say you're at a party and you're both having a great time. You make a silly joke and she responds with, you're such a do, but I love it again. She's not making fun of you in a mean-spirited way. She's teasing you because she feels comfortable around you, and she's trying to create a sense of intimacy. Now, let's talk about context. Playful teasing often happens when there's already a level of comfort and rapport between the two. It's not something that usually happens in the early stages of getting to know someone. So if she's teasing you, it's a sign that she feels at ease with you and sees you as someone she can be herself around. And here's another key point: tone and delivery. When a woman is into you, her teasing will come with a smile, a laugh, or even a playful touch on the arm. These nonverbal cues are just as important as the words themselves. They're her way of saying, I'm just playing with you and I want you to know I'm into it. Let me give you one more example. Imagine you're out for coffee and you're telling her about a funny mistake you made recently. She listens, laughs, and then says, you're such a mess, but it's honestly one of my favourite things about you. Now, that might seem like a small thing, but here's what's really happening. She's showing you that she accepts you for who you are. Quirks, and all she's saying, I see your imperfections and I think they're endearing. So the next time she teases, you don't just brush it off. Pay attention to how she's saying it, the context in which she's saying it, and the nonverbal cues that come with it. These moments of playful teasing are her way of creating a connection with you and showing you that she's comfortable around you. And here's a pro tip: if you want to reciprocate, try teasing her back in a light-hearted, respectful way. For example, if she teases you about your taste in music, you could say something like, oh, so you're one of those people who think they have better taste than everyone else. If she responds positively, that's a good sign that she's enjoying the banter. But if she seems uncomfortable, it's important to dial it back and respect her boundaries. Remember, playful teasing is all about creating a sense of connection and intimacy. It's her way of showing you that she's comfortable around you and that she enjoys your company. So embrace these moments and don't be afraid to have a little fun with it. The direct approach. All right, let's talk about the most obvious, but often most overlooked sign that she's into you. The direct approach now. I know what you're thinking. If she's being direct, wouldn't it be obvious? And yes, in theory it should be. But here's the thing, sometimes we overcomplicate things. We get so caught up in analysing every little detail that we miss the clear, unmistakable signs right in front of us. So let's break this down and make sure you never miss these moments again. First, let's talk about direct compliments. When a woman is into you, she might come right out and say something like, "You're really attractive," or "I love spending time with you." These kinds of compliments are straightforward and leave no room for interpretation. She's not dropping hints or being subtle, she's telling you exactly how she feels. Here's an example. Imagine you're at a social event and you're talking to a woman, the conversation is flowing and there's a clear connection between the two of you. Out of nowhere she says, "You're really easy to talk to. I feel like I can be myself around you now." That's not just a casual comment, that's her telling you that she feels a strong connection with you. She's being direct because she wants you to know how she feels. Now let's talk about direct invitations. When a woman is into you, she might take the initiative and ask you out directly. For example, she might say something like, "We should go out sometime," or "I'd love to take you to this new restaurant." I found these kinds of invitations are clear and intentional. She's not waiting for you to make the first move. She's taking charge because she's interested in you. Here's another example. Let's say you're at a coffee shop and you're talking about your favourite places to eat. She says, "There's this amazing sushi place downtown. We should check it out together." Now that might seem like a casual suggestion. But here's the thing. She's not just talking about sushi. She's creating an opportunity for the two of you to spend more time together. And that's a clear sign that she's into you. And here's another key. Point, tone and delivery when a woman is being direct. Pay attention to how she says it. Is there a smile on her face? Is there a sparkle in her eye? Is she leaning in a little closer? These nonverbal cues are just as important as the words themselves. They're her way of saying, "I'm serious about this. I want you to know how I feel." Let me give you one more example. Imagine you're at a party and you're talking to a woman. The conversation is going well, and there's a clear connection between the two of you out of nowhere. She says, "I really like you. We should hang out more often now." That's about as direct as it gets. She's not playing games or dropping hints. She's telling you exactly how she feels. So the next time a woman is direct with you, don't overthink it. Pay attention to what she's saying, how she's saying it, and the context in which she's saying it. These moments of directness are her way of showing you that she's interested in you, and that's a sign you don't want to miss. And here's a pro tip: if you want to reciprocate, don't be afraid to be direct yourself. For example, if she says something like, "We should go out sometime," you could respond with, "I'd love that. How about this weekend?" Being direct in return shows her that you're on the same page and that you're interested in taking things to the next level. Remember, the direct approach is all about clarity and intention. It's her way of showing you that she's serious about you and that she wants to explore a connection with you. So embrace these moments and don't be afraid to take the next step when the time is right. All right, before we wrap this up, let's talk about you. If you've made it this far into the video, chances are you're someone who's serious about improving your relationships, understanding the people in your life and becoming the best version of yourself. And that's exactly what this channel's all about. So, if you found this video helpful, here's what you can do next. First, hit that like button. It might seem small, but it makes a huge difference. It lets me know that you're enjoying this content, and it helps the YouTube algorithm share this video with more people who need to hear it. Second, leave a comment. I want to hear from you. Have you ever noticed any of these signs from someone special, or maybe you've missed them in the past and realized it later? Share your story in the comments below. I read every single one and I'd love to hear your thoughts. Third, subscribe to the channel. If you haven't already, this is your home for practical advice, personal growth and mastering the art of relationships every week. I drop new videos to help you navigate life, love, and everything in between. And if you hit that bell icon, you'll never miss an upload. And finally, if you're ready to take things to the next level, check out the links in the description. I've put together a free guide with even more tips on how to build stronger connections and understand the people in your life. It's packed with actionable advice that you can start using today. Remember, relationships don't have to be complicated when you know what to look for. Everything becomes clearer. So take what you've learned today, apply it to your life, and watch how things start to change. And don't forget, I'm here to help you every step of the way. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. I'm Adam Stone from Stoic Stream, and I'm so grateful to have you here. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel. Relationships are a journey, and I'm here to help you navigate every step of the way. Remember, when she wants you, she'll let you know. You just have to pay attention. So take what you've learnt today, put it into